Welcome back to Wolf Dog Empires. Today we're going to do my overview of the Tower Summons heroes. Let's try to do some of the 5 stars. We'll start with Nyx. So she's a wizard class. Family bonus for 1, 2, or 3 heroes. When this hero receives a status ailment affecting defense, 40, 60, or 80% chance to cast the received ailment to all enemies. Wow, that's that's pretty impressive. So just by herself, she's already gonna do 40% chance to cast that received ailment to all the enemies. So you're going up against Nyx. You throw her a minus 44% defensive down. She has a 40% chance to throw that minus 44% defense to all of your allies. So all of her enemies. And that's if you have one. If you have 3 heroes, then you have 80% chance. Wow, pretty good. Passive. Duration of the defense status ailments this character receives from special skills is decreased by 2 turns. So some of them are only 3 turns. It's going to be down to 1. If there are 4 turns, they're down to 2. That's pretty good. Her stats of attack 795 is really good. 801 defense is really good. Health 1444 is really good. These new heroes just keep coming out, just amazing. Mana speed Styx, which is those 1, 2, 3 charge. Charge 1 deals 170% damage to all enemies. That's decent. All allies get plus 30% attack for 3 turns. That's decent. And this is on the 1x charge, which is really fast. You think you match 6 tiles and she goes off with that. So that's pretty quick there. X2 mana charge deals 300% damage to all enemies. That's amazing. That's really good. 300% damage to all enemies. That's around Kill Hair. And Kill Hair is the 300% damage from Kill Hair is so good that she actually gives ailments to her teammates. Let's go look at her. That's the cost. That's the regular Kill Hair. And she gives 300% damage to all enemies. And all allies except the caster get a minus 20% defense for 3 turns. So that's a big, fat, nasty ailment that she gives to her teammates just because she deals 300% damage, which is really good. So you can see how Nyx is amazing. All the enemies get minus 34% defense for 3 turns. That's it's not minus 20% defense to your own allies. It's minus 34% defense to all the enemies. So that's really good compared to Kill Hair. That's amazing. And that's just a 2x mana charge. What is a 3x mana charge going to get us? Deals 335% damage to all enemies. So that percentage goes up a little bit. All allies get plus 50% attack for 4 turns. That's really good. And all enemies get minus 44% defense for 4 turns. Wow. That is amazing. That's really, really good. Should be great in those buff boosters too, because when she starts giving those right there, those are all buffs, and for that many turns each, she's already amazing regardless, but for buff booster, she's gonna be even better. Erebus. Same family bonus, and she is wizard class. Passive. Duration of the defense status ailments this character receives from special skills is decreased by 2. So that's a good one there. 807 attack is good. 793 defense is good enough. It's good compared to a lot of the other heroes from the earlier seasons. That's really good actually. And 1450 health is really good. She does have that Styx 1, 2, 3 mana. The first mana charge destroys all minions from the target. So it's not all minions from all enemies. Whatever target she hits, she's going to destroy all minions from that one target. So she destroys the minions first, so they're out of the way, and then she deals 470% damage to the target. So we got an anti-minion sniper. That's a really, and this goes off fast. I mean, this goes off really fast. X2 mana charge destroys all minions from the target, deals 580% damage to the target. The target can't summons new minions with special skill and receives 150 damage for each minion they attempt to summon for 3 turns. That's really good. So you got so she's still destroying minions. Now she hits with a higher percentage sniping damage, higher than X1 mana charge. And now she doesn't allow them to summon. That one target cannot summon minions for 3 turns with special skills, and if they try, it's 150 damage for each minion they attempt to summon. That's really good for X2 mana charge. What's X3? Destroys all minions from the target, deals 645 damage to the target. The target cannot summon new minions with special skill and receives 150 damage for each minion they attempt to summon for 4 turns. So they still destroy all minions first. They deal an even larger percent damage to the target, and now they cannot summon minions for 4 turns from special skills, and they'll receive 150 damage for those 4 turns for each minion they attempt to summon. Wow, Erebus, she's gonna be the only thing about this one is to the target, so she's more of a sniper than anti-minion, but she's an anti-minion sniper. Grimble's still gonna be better at the niche against minions, but if you just see her as a sniper who also destroys the minions, and then she snipes, that's pretty good. Erebus, pretty good. Nemesis, so she's a paladin class, Styx family bonus that we went over. The passive duration of defense status elements this character receives from special skills is decreased by 2 turns. Attack is pretty high, 852. Defense 758 is just okay. 1406 is pretty good. 1x mana charge deals 470% damage to the target. That is a big percentage to the target, so she's a sniper. And for 3 turns, each time an enemy's mana is increased by special skill, status effect, level property, passive skill, or family effect, or minion, they receive 200 damage. So this is for mana. So she's a yellow anti-Centofold, anti-Holda. There's a bunch of heroes out there that give mana, and other heroes that receive mana, and she's the anti-mana. 200 damage per each time somebody's trying to get mana, or each time. Wow, yeah, that's pretty good. X2 mana charge deals 610% damage to the target. Wow, that percentage damage is going up fairly quickly. All enemies are immune to new status effect buffs for 3 turns. That's really good. Attempted mana generation buffs will be replaced by minus 34% mana gen for 4 turns. Wow, this X2 mana charge is amazing. X3 mana charge, that's a whole lot of words there. Deals 650% damage to the target. All enemies are immune to new status effect buffs for 3 turns, which is huge. Attempted mana generation buffs will be replaced by minus 34% mana gen for 4 turns. That is amazing. For 3 turns, each time an enemy's mana is increased by special skill, status effect, level property, passive skill, family effect, or minion, they receive 200 damage. Wow, Nemesis anti-xenofold in yellow. Wow. Not bad. Hypnos. Red. This guy is a sorcerer class. There's a Styx family bonus. Passive. Duration of defense status ailments this character receives from special skills is decreased by 2 turns. His attack is really good. Defense is... it's good. It's okay good. Health is really good. 1x mana charge deals 170% damage to all enemies. All enemies are immune to new status effect buffs for 2 turns. Really good. That immune to new status effect buffs for 2 turns is really good. It's only 2 turns, but that is good though to stop them. X2 mana charge dispels buffs from all enemies. Okay, so some people might be asking, what is a new status effect buff? So when an enemy's gonna go off, let's say a counter attacker, so the counter attack is considered a buff. So if Sif is about to go off or Elena is about to go off with her counter attack, then you set off Hypnos, and it doesn't take long to get 1x mana charge. Then you set him off before the counterattack goes off, and then when the enemy like Sif or Elena fire and you think they're gonna get the counterattack, it'll say immune. And all 3, because it's the counterattack is to themselves and the 2 nearby enemies. And all 3, if there's 3 of them there together, all 3 will say immune. So the counterattack doesn't go off, and then you can go ahead and kill him with the rest of your teammates. X2 mana charge, so that's really good. I think costume Guardian Panther has that. Franz has that. But he's a 4-star, and his damage is not great himself. He has the enemy receive 50% extra damage than that they normally would receive for the amount of turns that he goes off. But for a 4-star, Franz is one of the best 4-stars out there, and partially it's because of that. And Costume Guardian Panther, I mean, that's a lot of her. She does big damage, but that immunity to new status effect buffs is amazing. X2 mana charge and Hypnos dispels buffs from all enemies, and we all know dispelling buffs is really big too. If you couldn't stop it beforehand, once it goes off, X2 mana charge from Hypnos is going to dispel that buff from the enemies, and that's from all enemies. Deals 270% damage to all enemies, which is really good. All enemies are immune to new status effect buffs for 3 turns. So he's got the dispelling and the immunity to new status buffs all in one. Wow, that's really good. X3 mana charge dispels buffs from all enemies. Deals 335% damage to all enemies, and all enemies are immune to new side effect buffs for 4 turns. So now it's 4 instead of 2 or 3. That's amazing. Hypnos, if you can get looks like we got them all. All right, thanks for watching Wolfdog Empires. Don't forget to subscribe to see more videos like this. Give this video a like, that way other people can get to see this video. Leave us a comment, let us know who you're gonna try to get or who you already did get. And till next time, Wolfdog Empires.